She's at a place in her life where peace is a priority and negativity cannot exist. She's no longer matching energy. She's simply removing herself from any situation that doesn't vibrate her soul. So if you start moving funny, she's moving on.
What's up, my Fina loves? This is Fina D coming to you all from Fina Team and News.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment.
I'm aware that most of you are sleeping, but I'm going to post it anyways because I have to get this off my chest. So I'm going to post this part tonight. I will post the rest of my detailed review later on in the morning. When you all get up, you will watch this anyways. Thank you all for the love and support. When QueenYa Moore said that her word for this season is resilience, and then she explained the reason why, I get it. But girl, you know what? QueenYa is one of those people where she's like, I peep and I see what's going on. I see that they're never going to see it for me. And so I'm just going to fall back and allow karma and these people to basically vindicate me. And that's exactly what's going to happen between Sonia and her husband, Ross. We have all seen, well, I shouldn't say all of us, okay? Some of us have seen clips from their reality TV show on WeTV. And we've seen his treatment towards her, Sonia, sometimes, the way how he talks to her and all of that, the way how he talked to her, okay, on that show and all of that. QueenYa wasn't wrong when she called him aggressive. She wasn't wrong at all. But the longer they stay on this show, I guarantee you we will be reading QueenYa Moore was right when she called Ross aggressive. That day will come and she will be vindicated because Andy Cohen and the producers and everyone continues to play in her face. Now, no one is forcing QueenYa Moore to stay on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. She could walk away and leave anytime. She's choosing to stay there because to her, this is the easiest or one of the easiest check that she can make. You're going to pay me to come on set, be myself, because one thing about QueenYa, she is true to herself. She's not over here manufacturing storylines or nothing. I'm going to be myself. And I get to read, you know what I'm saying, and be the shade assassin to some of these chicks and get paid millions of dollars. Are you serious? I'm not going anywhere. But they continue to play in her face. This man publicly, I don't care what happened on the plane and what he said behind the scenes. He did not publicly apologize to QueenYa Moore. I'm not even acknowledging Sheree because it was almost like she wasn't there in that moment when he stood up and was disrespectful. He didn't have any remorse. He did not apologize. QueenYa Moore continued to show him grace. Andy Cohen was so quick to read a question saying that QueenYa Moore attacked, yes, the word attacked Ralph, and QueenYa had to check him and say attack, and then he caught himself and said, okay, confront it, okay? Sheree was okay with quickly calling QueenYa Moore aggressive and saying, QueenYa can be aggressive sometimes, and that's why I was warning Sonia. But yet, a black man standing up, cursing at, okay, raising his voice and being aggressive towards black women. Oh, in Sheree's eyes, he wasn't aggressive. It was fine. But yet, QueenYa Moore checking people, correcting people, and defending herself is aggressive. But what Ross did wasn't aggressive. Sonia had no remorse. Her husband had no remorse, no apology. QueenYa sat there and was nice to him and showed him grace. Andy Cohen didn't find anything wrong with it, was so quick to pretend like someone wrote that question to say QueenYa attacked Drew's husband, even though it did not take him or anyone saying anything. QueenYa herself acknowledged that, you know what, I didn't attack that man. However, I was a little passionate, so I'm going to go and apologize to him. And she apologized to him on her own. It did not take people begging her. It did not take any backlash. She acknowledged it and she apologized. Not only did Ross not apologize to Kenya Moore, but yet he thought it was funny to play in her face and say, "Don't bleep with my wife." And they all sat there laughing. Absolutely not. But like I said, I know I hear it all the time, to say all money ain't good money. But if the woman who's in the midst of the mess isn't tripping, then who am I? I always say that because, like I said, there's no reason for people to huff and puff and end up in the hospital somewhere, child. Kenya Moore is choosing to stay with Bravo, so let Kenya Moore do her thing. But for that man to come on that stage and play in her face and repeat it, and his wife screaming, bup, 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 and all of that, hot mess, I wasn't here for it at all. I was disgusted. Twitter was disgusted. I'm going to get into Twitter reaction in the next video, but I just had to get that part off my chest. I will not be addressing anything else in this video. I have a detailed review coming out. I just had to address, Andy Cohen and the rest of them. And of course, nothing they do surprises me at all. They will continue to treat Kenya Moore this way. So when she used the word resilience, that was the perfect word to use about her experience on this show, period. Portia Williams pulled her hair. Portia Williams been rewarded ever since, giving her own shows, giving Center Peach. She's fighting on her own shows, all of that, and she's still being rewarded because she represents the type of black woman, the perfect stereotype of black women that Andy Cohen and some of the producers over there are looking for. The intelligent black woman, that's not on brand for them, and that's the reason why we saw what happened on the reunion. This reunion has been Annie trying to make everyone feel bad for Milo. That woman acted a fool this season, and she got to stand on that. Let's move past this Milo crap because it's tired as bleep. Milo is the perfect candidate, and she's on brand for what Bravo wants to present as black women. And that's the reason why we saw that. If you missed all of my other reviews, go to the RHOA playlist to watch them, because I'm not going to be talking about Milo in this video or anyone else. My focus is the mess that was tonight, with Ross coming out there, joking about the incident and not apologizing. He cannot diminish her light. Her light continued to shine. But I was just disgusted by that whole display. But at the end of the day, Ross would end up showing his cards, exposing himself, and Kenya Moore once again would be vindicated. Because she could have been like, yes, absolutely, I still believe that he was aggressive. Okay, I don't want him on this show. I don't want to work with him. I'm going to quit. She could have gone above and beyond and did all of that. She realized, you know what? They are never going to stand up for me. They're never going to have my back. So you know what, Ross? I'm going to let you have that. I'm going to let you have it because I know eventually you are going to expose yourself like every single one of them that have come for me, and everything I said about them, I was vindicated. And that's all I have to say about that moment. I will be back later on in the day with my detailed review. I'm wishing all of you well and take care. QueenYa loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.